from that part of the Hernandez family indicating he is that he's going to join us or not going to join us?
No,
Okay.
no.
All right. Well, I don't want to delay us. But I do want to make sure there is enough time. We included in the order, Mr. Lopez, that you submitted, I think we redid it to make sure the Zoom notification information was included, but I wanted them to appear visually and not just by telephonic means. And so I limited to the appearance to Zoom so we could see a respondent.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and call the case, make a couple of announcements on the record, and then call for announcements. So let's get started. I call cause number 22,570. This case is styled in the interest of BMH or Bethany Mache Hernandez Yanez, a child. This is a hearing on a motion for enforcement or a petition to enforce. The record will reflect that this hearing is being conducted by remote video teleconferencing technology using the Zoom protocol. It is also being live streamed on the court's YouTube channel. These two announcements are made to show that the court is complying with Texas Supreme Court orders and rules and directives from the Office of Court Administration. That being stated, the court then prohibits, by this express order, prohibits any party from recording any portion of this proceeding, whether using the Zoom protocol or the YouTube recording capabilities. No one is permitted to record any portion of this proceeding except for the official court reporter, who is in fact recording this proceeding just like he would do for an in-person hearing. The record will reflect that the respondent, Daniel Hernandez, was served with citation in this case on the 22nd day of January 2021. He has not appeared by written answer or by personal appearance, nor by contact with the court's office to advise that he wished to appear. There was an order ordering him to appear signed by this court on January 22nd that also gave to him instructions on how to join this hearing by Zoom, including the Zoom, I'll call it ID number. And he was directed to call or contact this court at the court's phone number also listed in the order if he wished or if he was unable to access the Zoom hearing. He has not appeared and he is therefore in default. Mr. Lopez, you represent movements and petitioners. Are you and your clients ready to proceed?
Yes, sir. Jaime Lopez for the movements, Janie Yanez and Ray Yanez. We are both present via Zoom for this hearing. And
all right, then you may proceed.
Judge, we would ask the court to take judicial notice that, and you have noted that he was served on January 22nd, 2021 at 2:30 p.m. at 105 East Slayton Highway, Lubbock, Texas. This is a motion for enforcement. Our remedies going forward on a default are not many. Rather than divide the issues up as to determining the arrearage amount and payment amount on those arrears and asking the court to confirm those arrears and reserving the issues on the contempt or enforcement punishment part of it, we would ask the court to reserve all those issues for a full hearing until Mr. Hernandez is present. Because he has been served and he had personal notice to appear, we would ask the court to issue a capias for his failure to appear so that he will be present for a hearing when in fact when he has secured his appearance in court.
All right, that request is a reasonable request and the court grants that request.
We will also reserve any issues on attorney's fees and court costs. Just as I'll offer this information as an officer of the court, and obviously this will come out at a full hearing. I will represent to the court that the address that we served him at is an address we located through the sex offender registry database. I checked this morning and that address still appears through the DPS website. That still appears to be his address. Would also announce to the court that he has not contacted my office in any manner, by phone, by email, or any other manner. My office is approximately 4 miles from the the motel in which he resides, and he's resided there for a bit. I want to say since October 2020, and that address was verified by the Lubbock Police Department to be his address. My office is approximately 4 miles from there. He has not arrived at my office to indicate one way or the other his intentions for this hearing. So the court, we are comfortable with that request to the court that a capias issue for his failure to appear on the motion for enforcement, in which we sought 6 months of jail time for the violations and a fine of $500.
All right, as stated, that request is granted, and so let me request, Mr. Lopez, that you submit an order or capias for the court to enter and place in the system so that it can be served upon Mr. Hernandez and he be brought to court, or his appearance be assured to the extent that we can do so under the law.
Yes, sir. Since we are done here early, I will work on that this morning to hopefully get it to the court within the next hour.
All right, sir. Very good. Anything else then, but before we recess to try to get these processes completed?
No, sir, not from us.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. and Ms. Yanez. Sorry for the appearing to be wasting time. Your attorney will advise you, as he probably already has. And we look forward to seeing you again in the next hearing. Thank you.